benefiting schools, instructors, gentlemen of the press, most distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am happy to be a part of this event involving the training of participants on how to use our indigenous science kits for both junior and senior secondary schools. I thank the Almighty God for granting you safe journey. We have noticed in our secondary schools that many students are reluctant to study mathematics and science subjects. This situation is not good for our dear country. We know that we need many of our young people to be interested in the study of mathematics and the sciences. This has become very important because we need to produce the necessary manpower that can help us to effectively and efficiently utilize the abundant natural resources we have in virtually all parts of our country. We have for long depended on other countries to meet our needs in many of the equipments, machines, industrial services needed for national development. Nigeria has the human beings who, if properly educated, can fully exploit and convert our abundant natural resources into products and services needed both at home, in our schools, hospitals, laboratories, offices, and factories. Nigeria needs to have the capacity to feed, clothe, educate, and shelter all her citizens so as to provide them with their basic needs. The continuous reliance on other countries, whereby we import most of the things we need, is no longer acceptable. What makes the situation even more painful is that many of the things that we import into the country are derived from the abundant natural resources that are found everywhere in the country. This unacceptable situation aggravates unemployment, since massive importation denies the nation job creation. This also puts a lot of pressure on our currency, the naira, as we are always in search of foreign currencies to help us import these items into the country. It has become necessary to educate Nigerians in such a way that they embrace the study of science and mathematics. We are convinced that by doing so in our schools, we can produce the necessary manpower needed to add value to the abundant natural resources available in the country. We are convinced that by doing this, we can produce the things we need and export the surplus to other countries. We will therefore be in a position to strengthen our currency, create jobs and wealth for both our citizens and our dear nation, initially reduce poverty and ultimately eliminate it, as is been achieved in many developed countries of the world, as well as strengthen our national self-reliance. It is in our efforts to achieve this that we are making available to selected schools in all the 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory to provide indigenous science kits to both junior and senior secondary schools. We are convinced that this will stimulate the interest and curiosity of our young ones in the study of science and mathematics. The science kits that are being distributed are locally produced by the Scientific Equipment Development Institute, Enugu. The preference for an indigenous science kit is in line with the Presidential Executive Order number 5. By using these science kits, the students will explore different branches of science, including chemistry, biology, physics, ecology, and astronomy. This will help us improve on the creativity of Nigerians. Some selected teachers are being trained on the use of these science kits. We are very confident that this effort will help us to encourage many of our young people to study science and mathematics in our secondary schools. We are hopeful that these potential young scientists and mathematicians will help to develop our nation in the future. We are determined to help President Muhammadu Buhari achieve his goal of building a strong nation where people will eat and use what we produce. I urge all beneficiaries to put these science kits to good use. I thank you so much. And Almighty God bless us.